Excellency, good morning. Thank you very much, Mr. Lee, for your time. I understand recently that there has been a China-Africa summit in terms of solidarity against COVID-19. Just very briefly, as an overriding question, was that summit successful?
Yes, the summit was a great success. Actually, the full name is Extraordinary China-Africa Summit on Solidarity Against the COVID-19. It was successfully held on June 17th.
So
yes.
What consensus was reached between the leaders at the summit?
Yes, I think the summit was actually jointly proposed and jointly co-hosted by the three presidents. You know, the President Xi from China, President Ramaphosa from South Africa, and also President Cyril from Senegal. I think this summit was held at a very critical time, and the leaders had a very in-depth discussion on how to fight COVID-19, number one, and on how to alleviate the economic difficulties suffered by the African countries, and also how to uphold multilateralism in the global fight against this virus. I think they have reached consensus on a number of issues. Number one, they have reached a consensus on fighting against COVID-19 with solidarity, as the name of the summit indicates. They have called upon the whole world, international community, to stand and fight together against this disease. Number two, they have reached a consensus on how to uphold multilateralism. That is, facing the common threat of the coronavirus, the whole world needs to fight together as one. All countries should support the work of the WHO, that is World Health Organization, and support the WHO's leading role in fighting against this virus, so as to mobilize more resources to deal with the pandemic. And also another very important international organization, that is the United Nations, should also play its due role in this global fight. Number three, they have reached consensus on the strengthening of international cooperation. You know, COVID-19 is the common enemy of humankind, and this virus knows no borders, no races, and all countries must fight together. We need cooperation, not confrontation, and we need facts, not rumors, and we need solidarity, not stigma, as Dr. Tedros from WHO once said. So we should oppose the politicization of this pandemic. And as the President Xi pointed out, you know, solidarity and cooperation is the most powerful weapon to defeat this disease.
Now, in the spirit, sorry, Shashid Affair, before you tell us about number four, in the spirit of that solidarity and cooperation, what has China agreed to assist Africa with? Are you able to tell us that?
Yes, I think we'll surely do whatever we can from China's point of view, because China and Africa, we are friends, we are brothers, and we are great partners. Actually, from the very beginning of the outbreak of COVID-19, China and Africa have been supporting each other. At the beginning, we received very kind moral and material support from Africa. Now, since China has put this pandemic under effective control, and now we think it's our time and it's our turn, you know, to reciprocate the goodwill and friendship from Africa. We have been providing, you know, medical materials, assistances, PPEs, and also cash and kinds to 50 African countries. And also we have sent 11 medical expert teams, you know, consisting of 148 people, you know, to 11 countries. And also we have been mobilizing our medical teams in 46 African countries to fight together with the local government and the people. And also, I think we have been facilitating the procurement of medical supplies, you know, of African countries. So, and also we have conducted more than 30 video conferences with medical experts from both sides sharing experiences. And also recently we have just published the white paper on China's fight against COVID-19. The name is Fighting Against the COVID-19, China in Action. You can get it from China's embassy's website as well. You know, all this, and also we have conducted almost 400 training sessions, you know, to train the local medical workers, you know, so that they can make contributions to that.
There's a lot. There's a lot that is being done. Thank you very much for giving us a little bit of a helicopter view of some of these initiatives. And very briefly, if you may, Chargé d'Affaires, about the way forward. From this summit, and what you've done already. Very briefly, what will be the next things to do? What will be the next big things in the spirit of cooperation and solidarity that China will be doing with the continent?
Yes, I think as President Xi announced at the summit, he has announced 4 staying commitments. Number 1, China is staying committed to fighting COVID-19 together with Africa. That is, you know, in terms fulfilling our commitment to WHO, that is, you know, continue to help Africa countries by providing medical supplies. And also we'll start the construction of Africa CDC headquarters in Ethiopia, you know, as soon as possible. And also we are ready to deliver the health initiative adopted at the FOCAC Beijing summit. So, and also to work hard to that is, you know, once we got the vaccine, we'll make sure, you know, Africa will be among the first to benefit from the vaccine in use. The second is that China is staying committed to enhancing China-African cooperation to revitalize Africa's economy. You know, we all know that Africa is now suffering from the economy, and we're ready, you know, for example, we have decided to cancel the debt, interest-free debt, you know, which is going to due at the end of this year to some relevant African countries. And also we have encouraged our Chinese financial institutions, and also we have a co-pound international financial institutions, and also developing countries, you know, to extend the period of debt service suspension initiative.
Okay, so yeah, we're just running out of time now, sorry, but those 2 things seem like big things that to be done. Interesting to hear, and it's good to hear that you're going to be cancelling debt to some African countries. Thank you very much for your time. Chargé d'Affaires Lin Nan, who's acting ambassador of China in South Africa at the moment, just outlining some of the decisions of the recent summit on solidarity to fight COVID-19 between China and Africa.